Hi Tulika, welcome to my YouTube channel and thank you so much for giving me the time for making this video. I hope this video would be so much useful for all the juniors and BTech students. So let's start. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, thank you for having me. My name is Tulika Sharma. I am a BTech graduate from NIT Agartala in Computer Science Engineering, and currently I'm pursuing my master's from University at Buffalo.
Okay. So from NIT Agartala to Buffalo, so very interesting journey it must be. So I would like to explore all the parts. So let's start from beginning, from the schooling. Let's start.
Okay, so my hometown is Kanpur. I did my 10th and 12th from Kanpur only. My 10th board was ICSE board and my 12th was a CBSE board. In my 10th, I scored a 94.6% and in my 12th, I scored a 95%.
Okay. So means after 10 means did you have any wish to be a doctor, or means biology part was there, or means you just focused on the mathematics means, or both?
It was never clear for me what I wanted to be when I was in class 11th. Frankly, I had liking towards medical field as well, but my family suggested me that I should be open to all options since we have engineers in our family. They said like you should consider it. It's not a bad option. So in my 11th, I chose both maths and bio as my subjects to have options, all options available to me. But later on, I decided no, I want to go with the math side and drop out of the bios field. So in the end, I ended up doing my BTech.
Okay, so this class after class 11 you are quite sure that you have to go to you want to go to engineering, so that's why you dropped down the biology, isn't it?
Yes, I dropped out. I even made a gap year also after my 12th to prepare for my JEE mains and advance. I did my coaching from Vidya Mandir coaching classes in New Delhi.
Okay, so means after 12 board and after 1 year gap of JEE means you started computer science. So is there any means specific reason to choose computer science only, or just you just chose, means what was the thing?
Actually, I like coding from the very beginning. I started coding from my seventh grade.
Okay.
We were taught C++ language and Java language in our ICC board, and then later on CBSE, I chose C++ as my optional. So I always had a liking towards computer science. So I knew if I'm going for engineering, then I would be going for computer science engineering. But the fun fact is that I was not chosen in the computer science branch when I got selected in NIT Agartala through counseling session of JEE Mains. I was selected in the electronics and communication engineering branch. So
It's my
after my
department
first
also.
year,
Okay.
uh, so after my first year, I branch slided into CSE with a CGPA of 8.8.
Okay.
So then I was
But the
finally
the magic has happened and you just jumped to CSE department. Okay, so let's discuss about, means after first year you slided to CSE, and after that just second year and third year, and what are the internships and all. So please tell us about those 2 years also.
So after my first internship was during winters after my third semester. It was in a startup which was incubated at IIT Kanpur. They
Okay.
were working on a e-library system and were working towards the development of the Android application. So I worked in that IT department. It was a small, like 1 month internship. So it was like a good experience for me. It was the first time I've experienced something work, what is
Okay.
corporate work looks like. So yeah.
Okay. So means after it was in after third semester, isn't it?
After third semester during the winters.
Okay. Then after that means when the next internship was there.
So like and after my fourth semester during the summers, I didn't do any internship. Rather than I went for a summer school at IIT Kanpur.
Okay.
I did two courses. One was a machine learning, introduction to machine learning, and the other was data mining and information retrieval. So that was the time when I realized that I'm genuinely interested in something, because it's more than just a coding part of computer science. There's a lot of research, there's a lot of building work. So I like that. The conceptual
Okay.
part, I really like it. It was overall a good experience, like a good exposure. Like it was a stepping stone into the field of machine learning, which is very vast and
Okay.
unknown to us. Like especially a student of just pass out of the second year who has like so many technologies to learn. It was a good stepping stone.
Okay. So after that means okay. In second year means haven't you tried enough? Tried for means competitive coding or means Codeshare, HackerRank? There are several
No, no, no.
platforms you all know.
Yes, yes, yes. I have tried a lot. Like I've asked various advice and my peers also. Like we used to code together. I used to have a very active profile in HackerRank. I still have an active profile. I still practice coding because it is essential part of CSE. Like you have to code. You should know if you're part of CSE.
Yeah.
I feel like that is my personal opinion.
Yeah.
So like, but like competitive coding, I knew like competitive coding is generally more needed, I feel, towards attaining a good job. Like if you're going for IT jobs in some higher end MNCs like Google, Amazon, then yes, you should have a very good profile in competitive coding. But I knew that I was not going there. I knew that I'm going for masters, I'm going for the research work. So like it was not a priority for me to develop a very good competitive profile.
Okay. So when you are means quite sure that you are going means you want to go to research domain instead of the corporate section means when did you means make the decision that yeah this thing I want to do?
I would say in my data mining and information retrieval class of summer school of IIT Kanpur, the instructor was a postdoc student. So he had a very research oriented knowledge and he used to teach in that way also. He used to give us papers, abstracts of some people's, and he used to tell us that this is a research work and this is how you develop something, this is how you build something from the scratch, or this is the work behind the scene of a application that you're using. So that was a time I knew like, yeah, I like this. This is more fascinating to me rather than just coding.
Okay. So after that means what happened in third year means what are the things you have learned or what are the experiences you have got?
So when you reach third year, everybody is like we planning how to take like brag a internship or how to prepare for their upcoming placements, because third year is a very crucial time.
Yeah.
Like it's a do or die situation for each of us. So I had two options: either I will pursue an MTech or an MS. So I always wanted to go outside to study. I even tried to do my undergrad from US, but I had some financial constraints. So I was no, for masters it has to be an MS. Like I want to do it. So during my third year, mostly the fifth semester, I spent preparing for GRE and TOEFL, as well as simultaneously I was doing some Coursera courses, Udemy courses on machine learning, deep learning, to learn more about that field. Because somewhere I knew like this is in future this will be my major. Like I might do a final year project in this, and I ended up doing a final year project in deep learning. So yes, I was preparing for that.
So after that means after third year means when did you give the GRE means GRE and TOEFL in which semester?
I gave my GRE in my sixth semester, and I scored a 320.
Okay.
And so I scored 165 in quant, 155 in verbal, and 3 in AWA.
Okay. And what about the TOEFL?
And I appeared for my TOEFL in my seventh semester in August.
Okay.
And I scored a total of 107.
Great.
There were 4 portions. Thank you. There were 4 portions. So like I scored 27 in reading, 28 in writing, my speaking was a little low. It was 25, and then 27 again in listening.
Okay, that's great. That's really great. Okay, then. So means after all these things, the fourth, seventh semester has also completed. Haven't you applied for the campusing and all? College
I
on
did
campus
apply. I
placement?
got into LTI,
Okay,
LNT Infodex.
okay. And after that,
After that, yeah, I did two internships also during my summers after my sixth semester. So
okay,
I did two internships simultaneously. One was from Delhi, a physical internship, and the other was a work from home internship. So both were in a startup. The Gurgaon startup was an educational startup, and the work from home internship was a consultancy startup. Both had a very different profile for the interns. In my Gurgaon internship, I had a role of an instructor as well as a developer. So from morning to afternoon, I used to teach kids how different various technologies, like they varied from Python programming to Android application building to website designing. And in the end, from afternoon to evening, I used to work at the backend for their live platform, live interaction platform, as well as website backend. It was like, yeah, I needed the experience. It was like my way of getting confirmation that yes, corporate world is not for me. I was just trying out, so like I might be wrong because like everybody is so fascinated towards joining Amazon and Samsung. Why I'm not? Like I wanted to make
okay,
sure that I'm making the right choice for myself. So that's why I took internship in a startup. So those 2 months made me realize that yes, I'm doing the right thing. I don't want to do a job. I have chosen the right field for myself.
first one is your
Teaching is my thing.
decision taking process is very impressive. Means really means, and you have not left any option. Means you have gone through all the things which I have means listened right now. So after listening all these things, I can conclude that means yeah, all the things are plan wise. I think means, so
I
that's
wanted
really
to
very
make
impressive.
sure that I was covering all the bases. I was not leaving anything so that in the later years I regret that oh I didn't
Yeah.
try this. If I might have then I would have liked it and something else would have happened. I don't wanted to leave that thing. That's why. And
Okay.
when I entered college, I like pledged to myself that I'll have everything. I'll have a full on college experience. So it's not that I build my academic profile just. I built my personality there. Like NIT Agartala played a very major role in building my personality, I would say, because in the third year, at the end, beginning of the third year, I ended up being the general secretary of the Enlightenment Club. I ended up being the Spirits Club. I even was internship coordinator of NIT Agartala for a few years,
Okay.
few months. So like I took part in Advaitam, our cultural, techno-cultural fest. I did everything. So it was not just like academically I tried out everything. I explored all the options. I even took part in Mr. and Mrs. Treasure's competition. I was the second runner up there. So
Okay. That's
I have
also
a very
that's
great
also very good.
experience.
Yeah. So after listening to all these things, so means I can conclude that yeah, the perfect means everything has gone in a planned way. So that is very good. So in your whole journey, I can conclude that the planning is very much important according to you, isn't it?
Yes. Plan. Have a plan A, plan B, plan C. LTI was my plan C. Like other universities were my plan B. Sunny Buffalo is my plan A. Like always have a backup option to a backup option. Like it's very
So
important. And
do you want to give a message to your juniors that means those who are in first year or second year or those who are watching you now on YouTube? So do you want to give them any message that yeah they should watch it, they should do how they should plan and all the BTech life?
there's so many things I want to say, but the one thing I would say is that just concentrate on like building up your profile, not just your resume but your profile yourself. And yeah, it helps like to have a small stepping stones to motivate yourself, to let you focus in the time of need, because we all have breakdowns in our life. So like those small achievements make you remember that yes, you achieved this, you worked hard for it, you achieved it, and this way you'll keep on going and just live a happy life in BTech. It's a one-time experience in college life. Just don't stress out that, oh, I'm not getting a placement in a Samsung, or I'm not eligible for this internship with that. Everything will fall in place if you work hard towards it and
Okay.
plan lot.
So okay then. It was really a nice talking to you. I hope all the juniors might be inspired by your story and they could plan better. Okay. So is there anything you want to say, means to say
No,
for?
like just
Okay.
keep on working hard and never lose hope in yourself. And I hope what I told you was worth something.
Okay then, we are in the ending part of the video, and in the for the viewers, I would like to say that in the next video, I would like to talk about her GRE preparation journey. Okay, and in details, how did she apply and what are the things she has focused. Yeah, for this kind of purposes, I should apply for these universities, and also we would talk about that also. So this much for today. See you on the next video.